All right, hello wine drinking people. I'm sorry I've been a little bit remiss in getting this out there. I wanted to get the video out to promote this great wine drinking opportunity a full 2 months ahead of the event, because this is a whole weekend long event, folks. This is the Olympics of wine drinking, the great wine seminar, an event that has happened for the 26th annual event. I've been involved with this for over 10 years now, ever since I bought the wine store. A good friend, Bob Maliner, who used to run this event, employed my services as decanter boy to open and get ready all of the wines that will be served to the 50 to 100 guests that attend this event every year. And why is it one of the greatest wine tastings that happens anywhere in the world? Because not only do we put great wine on the table, but we bring in a moderator, someone who is one of the most respected critics in one of the areas of the wine world. And this year, we have Mr. CLIVE COATES MW back, an English gent that has written several books on Burgundy, one of the world's foremost authority on that subject. And hey, he knows a little bit about Bordeaux too, a little bit maybe about Italian wine, a little bit about Spanish, absolutely nothing about California, but hey, you know. I remember the first year I met Clive, you know, he was, we were going through a tasting of great Merlot, Chateau Petrus, and we had Massetto from Ornellaia, and when he got to the Paul Meyer, he said, and then this is California wine, Paul Meyer, which I've never heard of. And I said, well, you don't get outside of Europe too often, do you? Because Paul Meyer is one of the cult wines of Napa Valley. And showed very nicely, I might add, next to Chateau Petrus and Ornellaia Massetto. However, Petrus stole the show at that event. And that is the kind of special tasting that this is. And not only do we have a great moderator, a famous guy like Clive Coates, who is entertaining, but we also have the producers themselves, or a key representative from the property comes to sit on a panel, and these guys sit and discuss not only their wines, but everybody else's wines, and how stoked they are to be there drinking all these great wines. And hey, wait, there's more. We've got Chef Mark Militello. That's right, folks. One of the first, and the Mango Gang, one of the first, you know, the culinary revolution here in South Florida, one of the greatest chefs coming from South Florida. Mark will be cooking our grand dinner on Saturday night. And this is one of the greatest meals that you will have all year, not just because of the food, but all of the wines on the table. That's right. Each producer has also brought a special wine from their cellar to serve at dinner. And man, there's a lot of wine left over at the seminars. So we bring all of the wine in that's left over from the seminars also to serve at the dinner. You may want to think about getting a room at the Marriott Marquis. That's right, folks, because you don't want to drive home after this one, especially if you don't live in Miami, because that's where the event takes place. All right, well, check it out on today's email. All of the producers, unfortunately not all of the wines, but trust me, you will have nothing but greatness on the table here. I'm your host, Andrew Lampisone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.